Today I'm creating a video that I wish someone would have created for me, dealing with psoriasis. So today we're talking about skincare products that's going to give you some relief from psoriasis. Now the products that I'm going to mention, I just want to let you know, this is a disclaimer, are not going to heal psoriasis. From my research and just my journey with psoriasis, nothing is going to heal psoriasis but you changing your diet. I actually had to go really extreme and I went on a complete raw vegan diet that has healed the majority of my psoriasis. I probably get maybe a few times out of the year, a couple of spots on the back of my neck, but it's nowhere compared to what it used to be. And it's all thanks to going raw vegan. So if you want to hear more about raw vegan, just check out this video right here. But let's get into the skincare products that are going to give you some relief. So the first thing, we're starting with our scalp and our hair. So I had psoriasis really bad on my scalp where I lost about 80 to 90% of my hair, and I had these lesions all over my head. They were flaky, they were itchy, they were hot, they were inflamed. If you know about psoriasis, you know those symptoms are so horrible. Like, they just drive you insane, okay? The key ingredient for me with helping reduce the lesions and the itching is salicylic acid. So the first thing that I would suggest that worked really well for me is finding a shampoo with salicylic acid, either 2 to 3%. My favorite brand right now, I don't use this anymore because I don't have psoriasis in my scalp. Woo! But this was my holy grail when I did have it. The MG 217 Psoriasis Salicylic Acid. Now, if salicylic acid does not work for you, look for something that has ketoconazole. And the brand that I used to use, I don't have it any longer, but it's called Nizoral. You can find it on Amazon. It looks like this. That was really helpful, and it also is helpful with dandruff. Now, moving on to the body. So find a body wash with salicylic acid. A really good one is Naturium. I think that's how you pronounce it. It looks like this. That is a great body wash to help minimize those lesions, slough off that dead skin cells, and minimize the spots, and ultimately help you with the itching. Now again, if salicylic acid does not work for you, maybe you try a bath with half Epsom salt and half Dead Sea salt. This was a game changer for me. So basically I would run me a warm bath, and I would add the Epsom salt and the Dead Sea salt together, and I would soak in the tub for like 20 to 30 minutes. Now you want to make sure that you get Dead Sea salt that has no other ingredient in it, like no scents or extra chemicals, and same thing for the Epsom salt. You don't want any scents in it. You just want it for its medicinal properties. Soak in that, and that's going to help soften those lesions and ultimately dry them up. Now, getting out of the bath or the shower, you want to moisturize. I love to use shea butter. I've been using this one, the African shea butter. You can get it anywhere. Amazon, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, your local beauty supply store. You just want to make sure it's 100% natural. Or, I don't know why, but peanut oil works really well with psoriasis, moisturizing it and loosening or softening up those psoriasis lesions on your body. So I like to do a mixture of like peanut oil and olive oil, and I'll put that on my body. If I don't want anything too heavy like the shea butter, I'll use an oil like this right here. Okay, let's talk about the ears. One thing that I did not know about psoriasis is it can get into your ears, like all the way up in the ear canal. At least it did for me. Now, prior to me even knowing that I had psoriasis, I just remember waking up one day and I could hear my heartbeat in my ear. And so I stuck a Q-tip in there, and when I pulled it out, I had a big old scab. This is TMI, by the way, I'm so sorry. So if you are like finicky, just fast forward this part, okay? I pulled that Q-tip out, I had a scab the whole shape of my ear canal, okay? I was horrified, disgusted. But after that, it kept coming back, the scab. So the thing that helped me the most is using a earwax oil with herbs in it, and I have linked it in my Amazon storefront. It looks like this, but what you do is just follow the instructions. I think you Drop it into your ear for about 5 to 10 minutes. Let it do its thing. You'll hear it like bubbling up and stuff or whatever. It's breaking up that scab. And then you want like a baby suction bulb. And then what you do is when it's time to remove it out after those 5 to 10 minutes, you suction it out or whatever. It is so disgusting, but I'm telling you, if you suffer from psoriasis in your ear, this is going to be so helpful. I remember times where I felt like my equilibrium was off. Again, like I told you, I could hear my heartbeat in my ear, and it just always felt tight and uncomfortable inside of there. Like, ugh, disgusting. Okay, moving on. I want to talk about a skincare product that has been another holy grail for me. So outside of the moisturizers of the shea butter and the peanut oil, I like to use Gold Bond Psoriasis line. Chef's kiss. It has salicylic acid in there. Something about the salicylic acid with psoriasis is a game changer. So my favorite one in the line is the Psoriasis Relief Cream. It is so thick and creamy, and it softens up those lesions. And I'm telling you, by the time you wake up the next day, that lesion will get smaller and smaller.
But remember, like I said, these products help. They're not going to get rid of the psoriasis until you change your diet.
So you might think that it's going away, but once you stop using this, the psoriasis is gonna come right back. So this is just to aid you while you're changing your diet and starting to heal the body, right? Okay, moving on to the face. So for the face, I would still say find something with salicylic acid, but since having psoriasis, my skin has went from oily combination to
dry as the Sahara Desert, okay?
And I stumbled upon the brand Belief, and Belief has changed my life, okay? Belief is for dry face, mature skin, and you just need a pick-me-up. You need a glow, okay? So this is not going to help with the psoriasis lesion, but what this is going to bring back hydration and moisture to the skin. So my favorites is the Aqua Bomb Jelly Cleanser. Looks like this, and they also have a creamy cleanser. That one is actually my favorite. I would pick that one over this one, but I have this one right now. And then their moisturizers. Oh my gosh, so good. So their True Cream Aqua Bomb Moisturizer is my holy grail. And then I also like their Overnight. Oh, hush! Hush! I also like their Overnight cream, and it looks similar to this, but it'll say like overnight. Okay, we're almost done. So this has been a game changer for me. Dry brushing. Now with dry brushing, you definitely don't want to use it if you have a flare-up. This is if the body is healing and you just have, like, you know, the dry crusty lesions still left, or if you have scarring. Dry brushing. So I just like to dry brush my whole body. I go in an upward motion starting at my feet, and then on my hands I go from the hand all the way to the arm, and then I bring it down into the body. And I can show you a video of this at another time, but dry brushing has been really good at removing the psoriatic lesions that are dried up, and also helping with scarring. And so I have two different types, and the brand that I like to use is Ego Tools. Looks like this. So I got one that gets my back really good where I can't reach, and then I have one that I just use all over the body except for the back. Now if dry brushing is not your thing, grab you some exfoliating gloves. You can find these anywhere, again, like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ross, those type of stores. Hop in the shower or the tub, lather up with your favorite soap. Also, they have Dead Sea salt soap. You might want to check that out. You can lather up with that, and then, you know, just go in circular motions and an upward motion on your body, and that's going to also help exfoliate those dead skin cells. Last but not least is red light therapy. 2 years ago, I was gifted a red light therapy helmet, and I also did a sponsorship on it. The company was called iRestore. Highly recommend them. I'm not sponsored by them anymore, but I still use it to this day. And red light therapy is said to help with inflammation of the psoriatic lesions, and it also helped grow my hair back. But again, I want to say, don't think that red light therapy is a fix-all. You still have to change your diet because the illness is stemming from within. So you can do whatever you want to do on the outside. It's going to help and it's going to mask the symptoms, but it's not going to get rid of the illness. But I highly recommend, if you can't find the red light therapy helmet, or if it's too expensive, they have red light therapy panels that you can buy on Amazon, or also they have facilities, which I've went to too, where they have red light therapy tanning beds or red light therapy saunas, hot or dry saunas that you can get into. And those help so much with drying out those psoriatic lesions and giving you some relief. So those are my top skincare products that's going to give you some relief for psoriasis. I hope this video was helpful, and if you have products that I did not mention that you use and you are seeing a huge benefit from them, make sure you comment below. Also, make sure you subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.